Coulter was a hot topic recently when she was silenced from speaking at UC Berkeley. So we're having her speak today at the table, right now. So please welcome Ann Coulter. So, just so I'm clear, so first they asked you to speak. You were asked to speak,
yes.
And then the school decided it wasn't a good idea for you to speak, and then canceled it, and then said you could speak at a different place. What happened?
Well, that chronology is not even worth beginning. They change their position every 5 minutes.
Okay.
But, I mean, basically, every conservative speaker has all of these requirements put on the speech, and other ones just say, oh, come on, I'm not going to speak off campus, and, you know, from a hot air balloon at 3 in the morning. And I just kept saying, cool, it would be cool. I think I'd get a lot of attention for that. So, which is why I kept saying, no, I agree. Whatever requirements they put on my speech. And then the next morning, I wake up and, they canceled anyway.
Right. But then they said you could come,
well,
and then they
they were just kicking the can down the road so that they could cancel later. They said I could speak again when...
safety, Ann. That was what they said.
Well, that's what they said, but there is a police force. I don't know if you saw the press conference they had. It was one of the funniest press conferences I've ever seen with the police, a policeman, a captain from the Berkeley police saying, we can't have Ann Coulter speak. The people will commit crimes. Call the cop. What's your job?
Yeah.
Isn't that what you're... I've never seen a press conference like it. It would be like having your pilot say, how am I going to fly these people across the country?
I must say that we
Big
backed
piece
you
of
up,
metal.
Andy.
I know.
Because we believe in free speech here.
Yes.
Anything is fine.
Whether you like it or not.
Yes.
You know, and so we always want to encourage people, free speech. And I just got canceled in Clearwater because people didn't, they decided they didn't want to see the show, whether it had anything to do with politics or not. So the idea of not having free speech in a country whose foundation is the ability to speak freely is ridiculous. So Berkeley, you made a mistake, man. Everybody is entitled to their opinion. That's the law.
You know, this isn't the first time that a conservative speaker recently has had an issue there. You had Milo Yiannopoulos, who was canceled there. They have numerous...
Well, they canceled him because there was a giant riot that broke out.
Right.
So they were scared for him.
But that's why they should have been on notice, i.e. the police should have been on notice.
Yeah, wasn't that...
We better prepare.
Wasn't that the issue, though? I mean, this is a university that receives taxpayer money, and many are saying, well, they have an obligation to provide security. And then people were coming out and saying, well, the police have a stand-down policy.
Right.
What does that even mean? Isn't the police there to protect us? That's the last I knew about them.
No, that's right. And, well, apparently the mayor had friended the Antifa. Those are the masked thugs who come out and smash Starbucks windows whenever a conservative is speaking. He had liked them on his Facebook page. They issued the stand-down order. And then you had this crazy press conference with a cop saying, what is this thing dangling from my belt? Is that a gun or a glue gun?
I want to point out, too, that we're not sure who those folks in the masks are. We don't know whether they're folks that have been stirred up by the right or the left. The fact of the matter that they're there is insanity.
Right, and that they're backing down.
You were one of the first people to back Trump for president, but he has the lowest approval ratings of any president in the past 72 years. How do you think he's doing?
Well, I wouldn't believe any of these approval ratings now. I mean, the day of the election, November 8th, I woke up and the New York Times said that Hillary had a 95% chance of winning. So I think polls apparently don't work in the age of Trump, or at least when the poll question is about Trump. And I still consider Trump the emperor god. However, I'm a little disappointed with the congressional Republicans.
She's kidding. She's a comedian.
Who are not... No, I totally do. I mean, these Republicans in Congress, they all opposed Trump. You would think that despite his personality, despite everything you guys say about him, half the people who voted for him, knew it. Well, I think we're trying to get the message through. We really, really want a wall. We'll even take Trump to build it.
Before we get to the wall, I want to ask you a question, because he stomps all over the media, as we were discussing before. See, I have a theory that the reason he wants his supporters to hate the media is because as soon as this Russian investigation is really fully vetted, we're going to find out that he possibly committed crimes. And he doesn't want his supporters to believe the media when he's going to be put in handcuffs. That's what I think. What do you think?
I mean, of all of the things to attack Trump on,
Criminal behavior?
You'd have
treason?
me.
Hello? Emoluments clause?
You'd have me changing the subject on many of them. The Russia thing is insane, and I do want to, but backing up, attacking the media, he isn't attacking the media, he's attacking the fake media. There are so many lies about him.
Like CNN? Come on.
No, I'll give you.
He attacks the New York Times. He attacks all media.
Right, all the fake news. But he's very accessible.
You
to
say
press.
it's fake.
Fake news
You
that
say
he
it's
has helped to
fake.
put out there and Coulter?
Yes.
You're talking about that fake news
Well,
or just fake news in general? Because
no,
he has lied quite a bit, honey.
Well, he doesn't lie. He's more of a.
And Coulter. He does
He
lie.
lied one time.
Oh, come on,
And I'm not
Ann.
going to tell you
Ann,
when.
come on.
It's recently.
Look, come on, come
He
on,
li-
Ann,
No, he
say
doesn't
it.
lie. He's a BSer. He's an exaggerator. When
No,
he
no, no.
says
What do you
this
think BS is,
What is
baby?
exaggeration? It's totally different.
Okay, all right.
It's puffery. So when he says, wait, if I could just explain BSing versus lying. It's like when he says, everyone's rated this golf course the greatest golf course in the entire world. Okay, the audience doesn't believe it. He doesn't believe it. He knows they don't believe it. But everyone feels nice. That's what he does. He has this nice...
So wait, do you believe?
But he doesn't
Do you
lie.
believe when he called
Hillary
Obama?
lies.
When you say that when he said that Obama was not born in the United States, it's funny. It really
I
is.
love that you people keep bringing up Hillary. Hillary isn't thinking about y'all. Let's talk about the man that says he's the president. Forget Hillary. Forget Hillary.
Was he lying?
Yeah,
When he called Obama not born in this country, was he lying?
I am not counting anything until he announced for president.
But he, let's move on. One of the things you supported the
He
most.
was a little nutty before he ran for president.
He still is.
But he's a poster child for sanity now.
One thing that I'm interested in is that you supported, one thing you supported the most was this border wall,
Yeah.
this $26 billion border
Like
wall.
his voters.
But we just heard recently that illegal immigration is down 60% since he
Right.
took office, and the new budget won't have funding for the $29 billion border wall.
It's out of the budget.
Is this issue over?
No. This is why I hate congressional Republicans. And I mean, look at somebody like Paul Ryan, Republican Speaker of the House.
Right.
He does everything he can to stop Trump. This wild reality TV star ends up winning. I promise you, people weren't saying, I don't really like his issues. I'm voting for him for his personality. No, what was the issues? It was the wall. It was trade. It was caring about the working class
But
again.
Mexico's not
You
paying
would
for the wall.
think-
We're paying for the wall.
But let's just get back. Could I concentrate
But
our
we're
hatred
paying for
on
the
Paul
wall.
Ryan for a
Okay,
moment?
go ahead.
So
You
you
can
would
say it.
think November 8th, the man you have campaigned against, who is the craziest presidential candidate in United States history, wins the election. November 9th, I think Paul Ryan should have said, I'm going to skip my 4-hour weightlifting routine this morning and get working on that wall. But no, what do the Republicans present to Trump? All of the old Republican issues that he did not
Was it a
run
lie,
on.
though, Ann, when Donald Trump said that Mexico was
No,
going to
they're
pay for
gonna
the
pay.
wall?
They're totally going to pay.
When are they going to pay?
Oh, it's the easiest thing in the world. I mean, of all the things that politicians promise, I'm going to get the economy going, blah, blah, blah. Building a wall, this is a developer.
But
He
it's
builds.
$26 billion.
It's
Who's
a
gonna pay- who's
boondoggle,
gonna
and
pay
Paul
for it?
Ryan knows it.
There are a million ways to do it. The remittances are one way. Just withholding foreign aid to Mexico.
Why
We
doesn't
can pay
he
for
say
it in
that
5
then?
years.
Why doesn't he do what you're
Because he
doing?
didn't
Because
hear
see,
it
what you're
until
doing-
Ann Coulter just said it. That's
That's
why.
right. That's right.
I think
See,
it's
the problem is that you're saying something and articulating a mechanism to make that happen. And I think one of the issues with him, one of the challenges I had, and you know me, I'm center right. He says these things, and it sounds like these sound bites, and then you don't have any indication of how he's going to, what the follow-up's going to be, how he's going to fund it. You're doing more for his cause than he is right now.
Well, thank you. But I don't think, in fact, Trump's very first policy paper when he announced for president about a month later was his immigration policy paper, and he explained it. It was like point 10.
Ann, hold on one second. Hold on one second. We're going to come back with more with Ann.